Good morning, my darlings. This video is probably going to be up a little later in the day than what I've been doing because instead of cleaning my house and cooking bacon on this beautiful Monday like I usually do, I actually took a long soak in the tub. I just cleared. There's been some weird ripples in my life the last few days, either personally or, via friends, and my sister was just here for the weekend, so I took a really long soak in the tub. It was healing. It was healing. Did some clearing work and all of that, and now I'm sort of in this all right, I'm super relaxed. We're just gonna let today flow the way it flows. But welcome to the channel. This is conversation 12 of 100. My 100-day commitment that started on January 1st to just have conversations. And so that is why we are here. I talk about Disney, carnivore, life in celebration, pets, just really anything that's on my mind. YouTube as a business and as a creative outlet, just anything really. As usual, I'm going to pull this together. As usual, we are going to start with wherever you are in the world today. I hope that you're feeling loved and blessed. And of course, safe and seen. Those things are so important. And if you have those four things, or if you feel those four things, because maybe it's all an illusion and all you have to do is feel like you are. And then I think life is pretty good. Life is pretty good. I do feel so blessed. I really do. It's so funny because one of my friends commented on yesterday's video when I was fighting with the umbrella the whole time. She said something along the lines of, I thought you and that umbrella were going to Mary Poppins it on out of here. And it's funny she said that because I feel the winds shifting in my life. Like I feel the next chapter starting to blow in. And I've been, since I moved in here really last June. Well, I moved in, I signed the papers May 27th, but I didn't really move in until June. So I have a thing about honesty and transparency. I can't help myself. But anyway, ever since then I've been in a place of just really acknowledging and seeing how my life has changed and how I have this stability that I've never had in my life before, and how I have peace that levels of peace that I've never reached before, and just soaking in it, being able to swim in the pool almost every day. And it's a saltwater pool. Sitting on this patio every day, all the things that I get to do that are not Disney related have just been so incredibly beautiful. And it's been a season that I will forever treasure. But I can feel the winds shifting. It's like it's time to get back to work. It's time to get back to the mission. It's time to get back to living life in a way that is more, I want to say, external, and that might be the best word for it, because I've been pretty hermity. I've been pretty keeping most of this stuff to myself until I started, really the conversations on January 1st. And one step at a time, one day at a time. Every day I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this. I'm like, you made a commitment, get your butt out there and talk to the people. And by doing that, I hope that it's benefited or blessed or companioned or entertained or something, you all, obviously. But it's also been very cathartic and helpful to my own brain space. I was talking to my guides in meditation this morning. I'm like, I'm a planner. I like to plan things. Oh, I love to plan things. I really do. I can't tell you the amount of money I've spent on planners. I worked for almost a year on creating my own planner. I was going to have it printed and everything. And I still might. It's a little on pause at the moment. But I can't help it. I have a Virgo stellium. Virgos are like the day-to-day details, the checklists, all of that stuff. And I have 3 planets all bunched up together in Virgo. And so I can't help but love to plan. However, it is not my best way to live. My life flows better when I wake up in the morning and I check in with myself and with God and go, what should I do today? And then the day unfolds. And that is how my life works the best. So following my heart, each and every day, and ignoring the clawing thing at the back of my head going, write it all down, you need a plan. Maybe that's the next commitment I need to make to myself, is 100 days of not planning. Oh, something to that effect. But regardless, oh, you know what? The gardeners are coming around. Give me 1 sec and I will be right back with you. I knew it was dicey doing this video on the patio on a Monday, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, Monday, it's a brand new week, right? A fresh start of the week. We're still at the very beginning of the year. So everything is still kind of fresh and new. I hope that you guys are having a good time out there. I hope that you're all able to grab some peace in your day. I know there's a lot of pain out there, and that there's a lot of struggle out there. And I know people are grieving, in the vlogger community, the people that knew Adam so well, grieving so much. I don't know if you saw his dad put a video up yesterday. Just really beautiful and thoughtful. JWW on the move, if you haven't seen it. But we have to keep going, Every day is such a gift and such a treasure. It truly is, because you don't know how long you have. You don't know when your last moment is. We just don't. And I think that's on purpose. I think the uncertainty, because think about it. What if you knew the day you were going to check out? How many of us would procrastinate until a week before? The uncertainty is actually a gift. It's a gift because it keeps you present, or it allows you the opportunity to stay present, to tell the people around you that you love them, and to be in the moment, because you don't know if this is going to be your last, that sort of a thing. I think watching Adam's very close friends, many of them being vloggers and sharing their pain, I've been watching them and I'm like, I don't know if I've ever loved anyone that much, that openly, that free. I think since my dad left, I've had a certain level of walls up, because people leave you, And I have worked on my abandonment issues and worked through most of them. And for the most part, I'm okay, but I'm okay because I've learned to trust myself to handle it when people leave. Pets included. It's one of the things with the pet that I'm a bit on a wobble about. Because my kids and I share 2 puppies right now. Well, they're not pups anymore. They're like 14 years old. But that's my point. They live with my kids, but, I used to live with them too. I love those little girls. And it's bothering me because I know, they're 14. And I know that the day is coming, and it is the main reason I'm hesitant on the puppy. I'm getting a new one next year, is because they leave you. My dad's dog just recently passed cancer, and he's so broken up over it, and rightly so. It's a beautiful sight to see of my dad, to be honest with you, but I am not good with death. My grandmother died when I was 18, and I couldn't handle it, so I closed off to it. I try to stay away from it. I am not the person that you want to come put your, be the shoulder for you when you're grieving, because I am not good with it. And I'm realizing that is part of what I'm being called to change. That's part of what I need to learn to open up more. I need to learn to be more vulnerable. I need to learn to trust myself, sure, but other people more. Like, I don't know what I would do if anything happened to the people that I'm closest to, because of course I love them. My sister, Amy, my kids. I mean, I love them. They're my world. But I question myself. Am I still holding them all, though, at arm's length? I probably am to some degree. I talk about dating sometimes with my friends. I talk about, sometimes I feel it. Sometimes I'm like, I kind of want to date. I kind of want to see if I can meet someone. But I have never had a good romantic relationship. The marriage that I had was probably the best one. Oh, no, it was the best one. Not probably. It was the best one. And I mean, we built a life together, and we raised kids together, and we were together for 20 years. But there was a lot of issues in that marriage because he had Asperger's syndrome, which wasn't a thing when we were married, or for the course of our marriage, actually, because I left him. Not like, I wasn't ever planning on divorcing him or anything like that. I was like, I just need to live in my own space. I can't live with you anymore. I want to see you. I love you. He loved me. But the kids were suffering from the turmoil, and I'm like, I need to create some sense of stability for them. So I'm gonna rent that house across the street and go live there. And you come over any day. And I'll cook dinner for everybody still and all of that. I'm struggling. I'm struggling right now talking about this stuff because I'm realizing how true it is and how real it is. Like, romantic love is probably the final frontier for me. And I'm probably not anywhere near ready to actually even go near it. And maybe that's part of the puppy thing. Maybe, if I work on my baggage this year and I get a puppy next year and I really learn to love it, despite the fact that it will probably leave before I do, probably. Maybe that's my next big quest, is to learn to truly give myself in love to my friends and family, and maybe even to the vlog, if I can learn to truly open myself up and not, because that was the thing when I live streamed. I had a lot of walls up because I was afraid of people. I'm not in the same place today as I was even then, 10 years ago. But I was really afraid of people hurting me and getting too close. This is all outside of Amy. I've never been super close with anyone who hasn't betrayed me or left me. Not anyone. So yeah, I'm a little jittery and jumpy when it comes to relationships, and I'm a Libra. Libras, I believe, are here to bring the new relationship dynamic to the new era, with this shift and everything. And so I think Libras have been through the ringer in relationships. We certainly know what we don't want, right? Gosh, I can't even believe I'm talking about this. But this seems to be the conversation for today, so there we are. We're just gonna put a pin in this, and I'll come back to it later. Not in this video. I'm gonna think about this for a bit. But anyway, what I was saying is just, I feel the winds of change. I can see things setting themselves up. I feel the shift dying. I feel the energy of the shift dying, the tumultuous. And don't get me wrong, we still have, this week, there's some really dark energy coming through. I think the week of the 24th, 23rd, 20th, somewhere in that, there's some dark energy coming through. And then the week between Valentine's Day and the 20th, there's some dark energy coming through again. But after that, I mean, I'm not saying it will never be bad again. I'm just saying it won't be this level of bad anymore. Unless you choose to stay in it. Unless you choose to stick in the dark energy. And in which case, I don't know what to tell you. But if you choose light, and if you choose love, and if you choose to move into the new era, things will get better for us after February. You know, brighter, more beautiful, more peaceful. We have a lot of mess to clean up, but it's getting better. And I feel that. I feel that energetically. And like I said, I feel the winds in my own personal life starting to shift. So there's something on the horizon. I'm not quite sure what it is yet, but there's something, and it's exciting and it's good. And I think that it's going to include the channel, and it just feels that way. It feels like it's time. It's time to fully come back into the world, you know? And that's a good thing. Anyway, there are vultures circling. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. My little gardenia bush has, I'm pretty sure has passed on, and it makes me so sad. I hate losing a plant. I hate it. Even my plants leave me. Not often though. I'm actually pretty good with plants, but I didn't shop well for the patio last year when I got here. It was really important to me to set the patio up, and I kind of rushed into it because there was so much going on when I moved. You know, I had to buy everything. Like, I didn't have, because I'd been living, you know, Amy and I had been sharing a place, but I moved in with her, so pretty much everything was hers. Yeah, I had to get everything new. I don't think there's anything in this apartment, really. I mean, there's probably a thing here or there, but like all the furniture is new. The lovely patio set is all new. I don't know if you can even see it since I'm sitting on it. See? Ooh. My fountain back there, my little frog fountain. You can see that through the bushes. He's new. I can't see it. There he is. And anyway, I was trying to be very intentional when I set the apartment up. But I was also, you know, really nervous about money. So I put a lot on credit, more than I wanted to, but it's almost all paid off. So that's a good thing. But anyway, the point is, the patio was like one of my most important places, but it wasn't like the most necessary place, if that makes sense. So it was done towards the end, and I rushed it a little bit, and I bought plants too late in the season to really get a good selection. And I learned just how hot it is on this patio in the summer because there's no shade on it, and because I'm on the sunset side of the building, so it gets really, really hot out here. And so plants in pots struggle. So I lost an agapantha, and it looks like, I mean, there's still green leaves on there, but I was doing some checking with it. I think it has passed on, and it's just gonna be a matter of time before these poor leaves all drop off. Oh, it makes me so sad. But anyway, spring will come again, and I will purchase better for the patio. I have a bird of paradise back here though, and that's doing really well. Hold on, I'll turn the camera on. Give you a little patio tour. So this here, which I don't even know what it is, this blooms profusely constantly. It's very happy here. There's my bird of paradise, which seems to be doing pretty good. And then this is a plumeria, I think, which it was not doing well, but I didn't plant it for a very long time when I got it. So I'm trying to help it come back. And then I've got, of course, my little bird bath over here, which is solar powered, so it's not working right now because the umbrella shade is on it. And then I've got my little bistro set, which I may or may not get rid of later this year. And then I got my big patio umbrella. So there you have it, a tour of my tiny, wonderful little patio that I love so much. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I kind of got myself into deep waters, and it's been just kind of a deep day. I mean, even the soak in the tub, I was kind of going over some deep reflection. So I guess it's just a deep day for thoughts. I didn't check what degree the sun was at. It's probably lined up with whatever deep thought days are. Astrology is really cool because you really can, if you understand astrology, and I'm not talking horoscopes. Horoscopes are interesting, but they're mostly for entertainment purposes. I could do a whole video on that, but anyway. Point is, the sun, where it is every day in the sky, actually does affect the energy on the planet and the moods that we are in. So maybe today is just a deep reflection day. I usually am more careful about that. The sun is actually about to go over my moon, and that it maybe is all I'm feeling, because that's a big reset when the sun crosses over your moon. Obviously it's an annual transition, and maybe those are those shifting winds I feel, because it's going to reset my emotions for a year and my emotional life for a year. Maybe I'm feeling that already. Anyway, I apologize that this video may have been very, I don't even know, this just seems like spacey today, and I apologize for that, but I do thank you for being here, and I do thank you for staying until the end, because in all honesty, most people on YouTube don't, and that's across any channel I've ever done. That's with friends that I know that are very successful on YouTube. Most people never stay to the end of a video. I just think our attention spans have been shortened so drastically. So, you know, if you're wanting to work on your attention span, I encourage you to stay to the ends of videos. It's just a little way, might help our brains latch onto things a little better than, you know, the scrolling and the shorts. That stuff is diabolical sometimes, you know. It's funny and entertaining and a good way to kill time, but boy, I tell you, I don't think it's good what it's doing to our brains. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. May you be well, and may you be blessed, and may I see you again tomorrow. Have a beautiful Monday. Have a great new week ahead. Sending you all my love, and I will see you tomorrow.